Not the Nerd O'Clock News. Summer 2019. The facts as I know them are not facts, but theories. Thus, the following fantastical, known non-truths are founded exclusively upon fragments of fruity fiction, and any similarity between their respective narratives and entities within the realm of reality is purely coincidental. Qual Compromise. An acrimonious 2-year legal battle between Apple and rival manufacturer Qualcomm concluded with both sides vowing to cease all litigation in favour of a lucrative 6-year licensing contract, obliging Apple to pay for the right to utilise Qualcomm's hitherto disputed patents. Apple originally alleged that the cellular chip Goliath was willfully profiteering from technology universally sought by the mobile communications industry by charging extortionate rates within a market it dominated and imposing multiple licensing fees for identical designs. Ultimately, shrewd business minds prevailed, with both parties concluding that to indulge in petty patent squabbles was futile when the impending 5G data standard provided the perfect platform to fleece the public for another massive stash of cash and persuade Wall Street that smartphones were still as profitable as ever. Apple officially did not state, "Our collective decision was a constructive compromise that we are confident shall result in proactive innovation and a prosperous business relationship." Qualcomm allegedly responded, "Yes, but we won." To which Apple reportedly replied, "No, we let you win." To which Intel was rumoured to have stated, "Hey Apple, I thought we were friends." To which Apple supposedly responded, "Don't pretend like you didn't want out. Consider this the perfect excuse. Besides, why would we want your modems when your processors have been linked to rising sea levels?" To which Intel is believed to have uttered, "Well, what do you expect when you stuffed them into a $10 chassis sealed shut with cheap aeroplane glue?" To which Apple apparently retorted, "Wait till you see what we can do with ARM." To which Intel ostensibly asserted, "Go ahead, I'll just buy them out." To which Apple purportedly replied, "Not before I do, and my wad's thicker than yours." To which Samsung dramatically interjected, "We will be telling you some more about that story in a moment, but first, I need to talk about stamps! Stamps! Why would I want to talk about stamps, I hear you ask? I have no idea. I just have the sudden urge to talk about them. In fact, I'd almost forgotten they existed until about 99,997 YouTubers reminded me of those little squares of paper with perforated edges and important people's heads on them. They're incredible. I'm really getting back into stamps. You stick them on letters and then send the letters, and the letters actually arrive at various destinations. It's amazing. I like receiving stamps in the post more than receiving the post itself. Sometimes I just stick stamps on empty envelopes and make up addresses to mail them to and then jump for joy when they're returned to me because I'm totally addicted to stamps. Recently, I got sent a Christmas card with no stamp and was charged a fee when I collected it at the post office. That's the only time I visited the post office in the last 2 years, because I hate post offices. What's that? Is it the parking? No, it's not the parking. Parking? 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 I'll give you parking. Get on your bike. No, I hate post offices because when I walk into a post office, it feels as if the post office hates me. And the post office started it. Now I need not stress over such ordeals, because I order my stamps along with my gadgets, groceries, clothing, appliances, cleaning products and medication. Just buy some bloody stamps, will you? Stamps! Stamps! Go to oldstampingground.com, as that's the only domain name that I could think of that wasn't registered at the time of this satirical advertisement, and I wouldn't want any business to receive obscure involuntary promotions from some random nutter. Heaven forbid! That would be a fate worse than not having any stamps ever again! For the love of God, buy some stamps! 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 Facebook fickleness. A social media epidemic caused somewhere between roughly 3 and exactly 965,443 high-profile Facebook users to quit the site in protest over the company's covert and unlawful exploitation of confidential data, only to reactivate their accounts a week later when they failed to remember numerous personal details. Prominent tech journalist Colin Laundrie of colintechjournalistlaundry.com wrote on his monthly blog,
Mr. Zuckerberg's cynical public displays of remorse amount to nothing more than increasingly desperate damage limitation. Affording him the benefit of the doubt yet again would be to endorse Facebook's flagrant disregard of its customers' digital rights, and moreover be an open invite for competing platforms to absolve themselves of their fundamental moral and ethical duties in an unconditional pursuit of profit. I'm no longer convinced of his good intentions, and it is my earnest wish to see Facebook go out of business.
A week later, Mr. Laundrie posted on his Twitter feed,
Just reactivated Facebook to remind myself of own middle name, deceased guinea pig's name, mobile number, and hobbies, since cannot sign up anywhere else without them.
Besides the tech community, this curious pattern of behavior was replicated by thousands of influential bloggers within other subcultures, such as cooking, gardening, financial advice, business and media analysis, fitness coaching, meme spreading, and insect whispering. Dr. Laurie Haywood, director of altruistic futurism at Oregon's prestigious Sharkadia Training Academy, stated in her weekly newsletter,
Facebook's apologies are becoming more common than three-leaf clovers. It's simply not credible for a $100 billion corporation founded entirely upon voluntary personal interactions to repeatedly plead ignorance and beg forgiveness in light of such flawed security. Vote with your fingers, folks. Click to quit, or Mark will just laugh at you.
A week later, Miss Haywood posted on her Twitter feed,
Had to revive Facebook as forgot name and birthday of best friend's fourth daughter. Hashtag SivBrain. Also, need to contact in-laws in Oz and hate phone and email, even though I could have sent an email in the time it took to tweet this. Was also given Facebook Portal by Gems. Be rude not to use it. LOL. Wow, how did this tweet get over 280 characters? Hashtag MadWorld.
A month after that, Facebook confessed to accidentally collating and uploading the email contacts of over 1.5 million users by virtue of a supposedly disabled verification procedure. To activate their account, first-time users were invited to supply the password to the email address they'd provided to sign up, whereupon every contact in the associated address book was automatically imported by the site, with no choice to opt out. A company representative claimed that it was originally a feature which enabled superior advertising and ensured that friends could network more efficiently. The spokeslizard went on to state that the process had now been permanently expunged, with all those affected being notified of the issue and the relevant contacts deleted. Several months later, still in 2019, Mark Zuckerberg announced that Facebook was committed to constructing a brand new privacy-centralized messaging and social networking platform, which featured user-to-user encryption that even Facebook's own staff would be unable to decipher. Predictably, another flurry of self-righteous pomposity permeated forums, feeds, and podcasts. Louis J. Chaloff, angel investor and author of the acclaimed book Talent Hopper, A Study in Moral Opportunism, condemned the move as
a deceitful machination to liberate Facebook of any future culpability for the legion of toxic content it hosts and the appalling consequences such material will continue to precipitate. Moreover, Facebook's sanitized redesign, coupled with a greater emphasis on group interaction and a self-sufficient desktop application, all signify a concerted effort to reconstitute its entire infrastructure as a deep-rooted service within the host computer's operating system, capable of monitoring activities beyond its apparent parameters, and may well lead to users voluntarily submitting themselves to round-the-clock surveillance under false pretenses.
When asked if he intended to boycott, he replied,
It's the only way I keep in touch with my grandparents. I can't be bothered to visit them.
Oh, for God's sake, man.